What is up, Hardcore Nation? It's Hardcore Christopher here, and I heard this from Wrestling for Fans, and it doesn't shock me. Is WWE, is Vince McMahon worried about Tommy Dreamer's House of Hardcore? I from what I've heard is that he was offered a very generous sum to close down House of Hardcore. Mm. I don't understand why Vince McMahon would be worried about House of Hardcore. I mean, obviously, like MLW and House of Hardcore are on the rise and everything, but they're not large enough to compete with WWE. They're not. So, from that standpoint, I would say Vince has nothing to worry about. But then again, Vince McMahon is a 72-year-old senile old man. Um, so, but maybe I don't know the amount he gave Tommy Dreamer, but I imagine Tommy Dreamer is going to take the money, but not shut down. Um, Vince McMahon has nothing to worry about. I mean, ever since he bought out WCW, ECW, pretty much all the territories, the WWE / F has been the juggernaut of professional wrestling. Good afternoon to you too. Why on earth would Vince McMahon be worried about House of Hardcore? I think he should be worried, honestly. Well, I was going to say I think Vince should worry about New Japan, but New Japan, and I like New Japan Pro Wrestling. I do. But they will never be competition for Vince, and let me explain why. Number one is the language barrier. The language barrier, it's basically just the language barrier. Now I understand that we do have some good fluent speaking English. I understand that we do have a couple of people, of wrestlers over in New Japan that can speak fluent in both English and Japanese. But it's either one or the other. So, wrestling for fans, well, wrestling for fans, and it's starting to rain. It is starting to rain. Where was I? Oh yeah. Wrestling for fans, we have no idea Vince would why Vince would give such a big sum of money to Tommy Dreamer. I mean, Tommy's done a lot of business. Yeah, at my house it's beginning to rain. Um, the thing is that HOH has been around for a while. So has Ring of Honor. So has TNA. But Vince shouldn't worry about. I mean, what does Vince have to worry about? He's a multi-billionaire. He has a multi-billion-dollar industry. He's number one. And it's really important that we season layers because food is eaten in layers. Why, thank you for that information. 5 years for HOH. 16? That can't be right for TNA. TNA opened up in 2002. Wait. Oh, wait, you're right. Because 2018 to 2008 would be, don't tell me to do the math, would be 10 years. 2008, 2007, 2006, 2005, 2004, 2003. So you take, 16. I just did the math too. So maybe Vince is trying to help out Tommy Dreamer. We don't know. But one of the things I'm getting kind of sick and tired of hearing is, and it's just not from you, Wrestling for Fans. It's just competition. No one can touch the McMahon family. I am sorry to say that. You can disagree with me all you want, but no one can touch the McMahon family. Would you agree or disagree with that? Wrestling for Fans, why would you disagree? The WWE has been on top for a long time. They're called the juggernaut of the wrestling industry for a reason. Showed him the video. He was screaming and shouting at people. And I want to see if he's changed any in that tone, because we can't run a restaurant with a war between. Because Vince has promoted wrestling pretty much all of his life, from his great grandfather. Wait, no. I think it's either his grandfather or great grandfather that was a boxing promoter. Then They did it about okay. WCW beat Raw in the ratings 83 weeks in a row. But and I'm going to say it again. But WCW got bought out. ECW got bought out. I will admit it's never been done before and it hasn't been done since. Now I'm starting to sound like Joey Styles when he did that work shoot promo in 2006 ish. I'm doing the best I can for you right now. Sorry you dropped the dish. I'm not going to freak out about it. What? Where he said, it hasn't been done before me, hasn't been done since. Good job. Next time, what do we do? But Vince may have almost lost the Monday Night War. But and I'm pretty sure that if he did, we would be looking at an entirely different product than what we are seeing nowadays. But Vince McMahon is a businessman. Eric Bischoff had a big wallet. But here's the thing. New Japan Pro Wrestling will never be at the level of WWE. And I know I'm sounding like a WWE mark right now. But look at the facts. I mean, yes. I mean, basically, Eric Bischoff was just like a walking ATM for WCW. Hi, Granny. How was work? I'm at work. So, yes, they did.
Get me one pizza bread and pizza bologna.
Okay, I can do that.
Have you opened the bologna?
I've opened up the bologna and chicken.
I want bologna.
Okay. I mean, okay. I'm gonna go through some of the talent WCW had. They had Bret Hart, Kurt Hennig, Scott and Rick, the Steiners. They had La Parka for a time or two. They had They have the Great Muta. But you can have the most talented wrestlers in the world in a promotion. But if you do not have the right guys in the if you don't have the right brain, the body's not going to know how to function. If that makes any sense. Wrestling for fans, does that make any sense to you? They also had Chris Benoit, Kevin Sullivan, Nash, Hall, Hogan. Oh, did you get the rest of the results for MLW? Hold on. But do I think we could possibly see another... Do I think we could possibly see another competition between WWE and another organization? Anything's possible. I mean, the last time we saw anything like that was with TNA, and TNA hasn't recovered ever since then. Well, do you agree with that, wrestling for fans? I don't know what's in that package.
Towels, my rotten.
Ow.
In front of that sweet steak.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
But so, man, I veered way off subject, but I don't think WWE is feared by Tommy Dreamer.
It ended up costing us more than any monetary dollars that I could calculate.
I don't think he's afraid of ROH. Not ROH, but HOH.
Successful in what I did, and now I'm embarrassed of what my restaurant has become.
I'm hardcore Christopher. Keep it hardcore, everyone.
Starting to butt heads, and